Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. Today I will be reading a multi-character exterior by Hater Garden 1 on Wattpad. So let's get into it. Tanjiro. Sometimes you'll make a point to embarrass him during your day. Tanjiro is not usually very shy, but he was respectful and shy enough that it was easy enough to do. So, sometimes, when he was really distracted, he would wrap her arms around his waist and start kissing down his neck. And that would really catch him off guard. He'll shiver at first, his cheeks getting red and redder. Then, he would hide his face in his hands. It seems like he turns into a tomato when he gets embarrassed. He will simply just look away, trying to hide his red face. He didn't want you to see him so embarrassed like that. He felt too shy, but he thought it was adorable, so he didn't mind. Zenitsu. Zenitsu is a loud person, and he was also very loud, even when he was flustered or embarrassed. Depending on what happened, his cheeks will turn red, and he will start stammering and trying to hide his face. If it's bad enough, he will cry, but he will easily be palisated though. Just give him attention and head pats, and he will calm down. And he will calm down again. There was this one time where he came around, then gave him a surprise kiss. It was the first time I had done it, and Zenitsu, he freaked out about it, burying his face in his arms and shouting nonsense into the air. He laughed at it, hugging him and patting his forehead, stroking his hair gently and apologizing for embarrassing him so much. He calmed down easily after, giving you a shy peck on the cheek. Inosuke is the type to get shouty when he's angry, and he's also shouty when he gets embarrassed or flustered. To be honest, he's shouty under all circumstances, so you should expect that at least. It's a constant in your relationship, not one that you minded. It was simply just a part of him, and a part that you very much loved and appreciated, just like the rest of him. If he gets really shy and even starts to blush, which would be rare, he would put the mask on as soon as possible, not wanting you to see him blushing. But then, he would either take it off or hide it in the first place, if you're doing this on purpose. One time he did it, and he just kept looking away from you. And at one point, after you kept following him, he just ran off. He didn't like those feelings. They were so mushy and so soft, like marshmallows. He didn't know how to deal with them. But it was alright, because you were right there, and you would help him with every step of the way. He was sure of that. Giyuu Tomioka. Tomioka was very good at masking his own emotions, so it was hard to tell from his face or his expressions. You would have to know from his behavior, like the way he would move, the way he would act, and the way he would talk. Sometimes if his mood really changed, you could tell from the tone of his voice, but that was rare. Especially if Giyuu was around a lot of people. Then, he will hold out until he could be alone to hide. And his stoic facade would last only as long as you could keep it up. At the first opportunity, Giyuu stepping away as fast as he possibly could, so that he could curl up and try to forget that ever happened. After all, he was not used to you giving him kisses while you were out. Seriously, that wasn't called for. It's not that he didn't like kissing you, but he was certainly not used to you doing it in front of people. so he would appreciate a warning next time. But of course, he already got that from the way he acted. But after it was all over, he would apologize for the way he acted and clarify things for you, because Giyuu knew that communication was key in all relationships. Kyojuro Rengoku. Rengoku tries to act like it didn't happen. He takes it in stride, as you could say. He laughs, tries to make a joke out of the whole situation, and moves on. But if it's a little bit more extreme, then you could see a blush on his face. And perhaps he'll try to hide it by hugging you close and burying his face into your hair. He didn't mind him hiding it that way. After all, there was no way that Kyojuro would do something and that he wouldn't like it. He loved all of his reactions, and all of them were equally adorable as he was. Muichiro. Muichiro does not really show it at first. But then again, Muichiro does not show a lot of stuff. But you would feel like he really wants to hide for a while. And you would let him have that alone time. Because at the first opportunity, he was already trying to leave. So you could be alone for a little bit while he processes his own emotions. Sanemi did not like being emotional in front of you. And as such, when he found himself turning red at seeing you wear something so good, it was a little bit revealing too. And his mind couldn't help but wonder. So he stormed away to try and blow off some steam, as he said, and forget about it. It wasn't that he was mad. He was just too embarrassed to say that he liked it, and that you flustered him. But if you try and stop him, then he might get a little bit mad at you. He would really prefer not to make a fool of himself in front of people. And if you don't let him have this time alone, then perhaps you'll try avoiding you for the rest of the day at least. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.